Not every stock in your portfolio needs to be a winner. I know some people say that, but let me be brutally honest about what that actually means, because this idea is the entire reason that I invest how I do, and it's also the reason how I've been able to build a portfolio that actually grows without needing to be right all the time. I've had plenty of losers, stocks that I thought had potential, and some speculative plays, even a few names that looked solid but ended up doing nothing. But here's the thing, they didn't really matter because I had Palantir, just one winner, which ended up taking all. You see, I could have been wrong on every stock that I bought, but as long as I had one that carried the entire portfolio, that was all I needed. And that's what some people miss. They think investing is about accuracy, when it's really not. It's about asymmetric upside, meaning it's about being right big at least once, and having the patience and the position size to let that one play out. So when I bought Palantir at around $5 a share, I actually didn't know how fast it would move, but I knew exactly what I was betting on. I sized it like I meant it, and I held through all the turbulence that the stock has had over the last few years.
What is going on?
So here's the mindset shift. You don't need to eliminate your losers. You just need to find and hold one winner, and when you find that one, you lean into it. And a lot of investors tend to do the opposite. They sell their winners early and hold their losers forever. They trim the stock that's up 100% and double down on the one that's down 70%, hoping it'll make a comeback. But in my opinion, that's not always how it works. And that's not how wealth gets built either. When I look for companies now, I'm not looking for safety. I'm not even looking for guaranteed revenue growth. Sure, those things are definitely nice to have, but the main thing I'm looking for is the vision. I'm looking for founders who are building things that the rest of the market doesn't fully understand yet. Like I've said, I've used it to buy stocks that didn't pan out, but again, I didn't need 10 winners. I just needed only one. Now, of course, I'm not saying to go out and throw darts at speculative moonshots, and I'm not saying YOLO your account into random biotech stocks. What I am saying is, it's okay to be wrong, as long as you're right on the thing that matters most. So another way to look at it is, your job isn't to avoid all risk. Your job is to identify the thing you believe in the most, size it properly, and hold. And this is why I say you need to be thinking about things portfolio-wide, not stock by stock. A lot of investors are obsessed about being right with every single position, but to be honest, it's not realistic, nor is it really necessary. What you want is a portfolio that has the potential to tilt your net worth upward, and a lot of the time, that means you need at least one asymmetric winner. You don't need to own 50 different stocks. You don't need to track every earnings call, and you certainly don't need to be an expert in macroeconomics. You just need enough clarity to bet on a handful of companies that the market's been sleeping on, and enough courage to hold when it gets hard. That's really it. And this is exactly how I structure my portfolio today. I don't lose sleep over the stocks that don't move right away, or even at all, because I'm focused on the ones that have real potential to move, based on the narrative of the company and where the future of the world is headed over the next decade. So if you're sitting there worried about one stock in your portfolio that's down 40%, let me say this clearly. It doesn't matter. Stop obsessing over each red line. Make sure to zoom out and focus on the one idea that has the potential to 10x. And when you find it, don't just nibble at it, bet like you believe it, because that one stock has the potential to make up for everything else. And that's why, at least the way I like to invest, it's important to not focus solely on index funds. In fact, watch this video next to understand the truth about index funds and why they're not what you think they are. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.